And I'm catching feelings, baby.
Hi, how are you? What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Ari, and I'm
back with another freaking video.
Thank you, Deara, for that beautiful introduction. Now, you know I've been taking breaks for months and doing all that, but today I'm back, and we're gonna be playing a game. I'm not gonna be doing San Andreas right now. I wanted to move on to a different game because that's what I wanted to do. So today we're gonna be playing a police game, like a detective game. You're gonna solve murders, chase people, find out who did what and why, all of that. So the game is called LA Noire. If you haven't played it, I think you should go play it. It's a long game, but it's worth it. It's so fun. So that's what I'm gonna be playing today. So if y'all wanna go buy it, y'all can go buy it or whatnot. If y'all wanna wait for me to finish the whole series or what, cause y'all know how long I be, but it's okay. So yeah, we're gonna just jump right up into this game, and we're gonna play a few missions. Hopefully, like, we get into the good stuff, fast, cause like I done beat this game twice now. This is gonna be my third time beating it. So yeah, hopefully everything just moves smoothly. Hopefully y'all like the video, like, comment, give it a thumbs up, and yeah, let's just get into it. So got my headphones right here, my joystick. So yeah, we're gonna jump right up into that.
Car, a symbol of freedom and vitality.
So yeah, I'm back.
Where every man can own his own home and have room to breathe and not be overlooked by his neighbors. A city where a man's home is his castle. A quarter acre of the dream made possible by victory. A city of opportunists. A city of dreams, where Hollywood will shape the thoughts and desires of the entire planet. A city of pioneers. A city of dreamers. A city of undercurrents, where not everything is as it seems. A 20th century city that will become a model for the world. A city that has no boundaries, that will stretch as far as the eye can see.
Okay, now this is where the game starts.
In the Marine Corps, you deal with the chain of command. Mistakes get made, but you deal with them. You know what you're fighting for and that you're on the same team. But dealing with corruption is like chasing shadows. You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the pad, or whether it's your partner, or maybe even the watch commander. So who do you trust, Cole? I made up my mind a long time ago.
KGBL calling car 14 Adam. 14 Adam, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
14 Adam, see the detective, an ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William requests uniformed assistance for an evidence search. 14 Adam, code 2.
Roger, 14 Adam en route.
Here we go again. They don't request uniforms for an evidence search unless there's some kind of catch.
Ever the optimist.
From the beam of sunshine himself.
Floyd Rose, homicide. You might back up?
Yes, sir. Phelps and Dunn, Wilshire Division.
We had a shooting took place down this alleyway. We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, a Negro male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put 2 in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to look anywhere in particular?
Give it your best shot, guys. The dead guy's a lowlife. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
You hurry it up, Floyd. We
I'm
got
outta
places
here.
to be.
Happy hunting.
Okay.
This is a fist hump. Just going through the motions.
You're probably right. Let's just get it over and done.
All right, have it your way. We'll search right up to the back wall. If you still don't come up with anything, come find me and we'll talk it out. 2 heads are always better than 1. Look at this junk.
Wow, would you look at that?
It's not my job to pick through other people's trash.
Shooter put him up against the wall and blew his brains out.
Hell of a way to go.
Doesn't really matter how you go once you're gone.
Don't get all deep on me, Phelps.
Ralph, there's something on the rooftop.
How the hell did you see that?
A reflection in the window. Looks like it might be our weapon. I'm gonna see if I can find a way up there.
I would have never
All right.
noticed that.
Don't hurt yourself.
I wouldn't even be thinking like, oh yeah, let me look up here. No. I would have never even thought. No.
The gun's up on the roof, right? So we need to find a way up. What kind of chumps do these
Smith
homicide
and
guys
Wesson,
think we are?
serial S71893. 2 rounds fired, and instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy.
We should follow up on this now, before the perp tries to leave town.
No. Really?
We have the gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
Could show some initiative, Ralph, and see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here.
Come on. We gotta go.
Are you sure about this? It's not really our gig.
No harm in doing some digging. The suits didn't seem to give much of a damn.
Such a little Boy
Exactly,
Scout, Cole.
because he was a
You
what?
can't wait to get out of that uniform,
A
can you?
Negro. A
You'd rather
black
round up
man.
drunks and help old ladies across the road?
I'd rather get through the day without the captain's foot up my ass.
It'll be fine, Ralph. You worry too much.
I be having my partner job because I really don't be feeling like driving. Like, I joined Air Force because I had to. But like, most of the time, I be having a job. So I mean, don't be feeling like doing. But I might, because my eyes, I can see my driving is terrible. Terrible. But I'm going to drive to the next place, though.
Officers Phelps and Dunn. Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson, Model 27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357, nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner?
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it. You know, this piece will stop a rhino. These babies are only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
You mind if I take a look?
Be my guest. This is about something bad, right?
Model 27 with pearl grips, Cole. You see it on there?
27. Nope. No. is it?
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder, 203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February 46. Thanks, you've been a big help.
Anytime. Always happy to help out the LAPD.
Do we call it in?
Let's see if he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay. In for a penny, in for a pound. Lead the way, Gunga Din. God damn it, Cole!
That was not me.
Now that wasn't so hard, was it? Just because we're in uniform doesn't mean we can't use our initiative.
I guess so. Seems a little too good to be true. One-of-a-kind murder weapon bought locally using a real name? If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal mastermind.
Most of them aren't. That's why they get caught. And 2 out of every 3 crimes are done on impulse.
Another fact from the Phelps Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are fooling. Have you got a death wish?
No, not really. I just like the picture.
Careful!
I cannot do this.
You know the way. You can drive.
What are you doing? Get in the car.
You're behind the wheel.
And that is an example of why I don't drive. That is exactly why I have my partner drive. Because I don't be knowing where I'm going, what I'm doing. And that I didn't even try to entertain y'all with that one. I was so serious I could not get there. Like, see, that's why. Alright, we here.
Schroeder, apartment 2.
What do you guys want?
I'm Officer Cole Phelps. This is Officer Dunn, Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might be. What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight with your gun.
You're out of your mind. Scooter? He works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer.
Oh, really?
What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this.
That was a very...
Make it!
What do you thought?
You...
Yeah.
Ralph,
No, not
you all right?
Cole.
I'm fine. I hardly felt it. He's lucky he caught me off guard.
Keep an eye on him, Ralph. I'm gonna take a look around. list of names and a series of numbers. Floyd Rose's name is in this book.
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner. And leave the book where you found it.
Officer Phelps, badge 1247, requesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
You dumb fucking sons of bitches, get in this line now before I lose my temper.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but...
Excuse me? Fuck you. You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Some of us are here for...
I know why you're here, asswipe. I'm having a bad day, Private. Some people don't seem to want to get on this bus.
Didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy? Who are you two, Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the three fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All three of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Phelps.
Kelso.
Merrill.
Any other gentlemen for OCS? OCS is at Elliott. You take the Camp Elliott bus over there. This bus is for MCRD. This bus is for men who want to fight.
Hey, man. Had a long day.
Well, you picked the right place, Cole. A city that needed an honest cop like a thirsty man needed water. You'd heard the stories, but you weren't interested. You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs. But the force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence. You have to choose sides. A brown paper envelope or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville. It could only ever end one way.
All units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan, 1415 West 3rd Street. Unit to handle identifying code 3.
We'll take that. It's only a couple blocks from here.
14 Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle the 211.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
Roger, KGPL. 14 Adam en route.
Me and Cole. You're supposed to be stopping. I'm gonna pull all of y'all over. Y'all supposed to be stopping.
Make it quick, you guys. The cops are here. We gotta move it.
But he said, I'm dang, okay.
Try for the front door. Keep your goddamn head down. Use the cover, Phelps.
Okay.
Your move.
We don't know how many are in there.
Come get me.
Take it slow. Backup will be here soon. That's it? We got them all? I think we got them, Cole. Should be all clear.
I'd never beat that.
Lieutenant Hopkins says anytime you reach for the shotguns, you're either going to end up dead or wearing a citation. So I guess...
It's okay, Ralph. You did well in there. I'm glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner.
Snack break.
This kind of opportunity comes along once in a lifetime, Hank. I have to grasp it.
You have to survive it first, Cole. You're the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, my future...
Thinking of taking on a company of the Emperor's finest single-handed? You don't seem the Sergeant York type to me.
When I need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
They talk about officers like you in boot camp, Cole. They call it the Custer syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame and glory and getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
So them just like flashbacks, you know, before he was a cop or whatever.
Cole Phelps and Jack Kelso. With some people, it's as simple as chemistry. Two guys who should have been friends, but their personalities got in the way. Phelps, a good guy, wound way too tight. And Kelso, a quiet man who could never walk away from a fight.
Well, it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole.
Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. And in my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that bum. Wendell Bowers. I put him away before he jumped parole. Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
Wendell Bowers! Stop! LAPD! You can go screw yourself. Why, you! He's hiding in the alley!
Come on now.
Bowers! Hold it right there!
Stop now or I will shoot. I won't tell you again, Wendell.
Jesus, Dunn! Watch your fire!
You don't want to do this, Wendell. Get down from there right now.
Give it up, Wendell!
Stay the hell away from me!
You gotta be kidding!
You fucking asked for it.
Yeah, I gotta beat you up. You didn't
There's
do
no
it.
way I'm going back inside.
If you ain't did nothing, why you running?
I've done my time.
Okay.
It's over, Bowers!
Why are you running?
You assholes already screwed me once.
My post feels bad for you.
Give it up, Bowers! There's nowhere left to go!
Looks like we've got the place to ourselves.
How you doing, Wendell? Your parole officer's feeling lonely. He's got a hole in his life for an asshole like you. You can make it up to him in 10 years' time. Watch your head. This hump will be back in the Iron Hotel by tomorrow night. Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
Part of the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an officer in the Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision is not always the popular one. The right decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer. Candidate Phelps, you have the floor.
I am so sorry, y'all. My
Esprit de Corps, Merrill, 10. Franklin, 8. Weiss, 8. Donahoe, 6. Kowalski, 6. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 2. Leadership, Donahoe, 8. Franklin, 7. Merrill, 6. Kowalski, 6. Weiss, 5. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 1.
But y'all ain't see my
Candidate Kelso.
Because I really did have.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in this schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso!
Recording and everything's good now.
For every cop, there's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up. Gets you recognized as the shining new star in the squad. The case that you solve that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank-and-file patrolman. This could be the one, Cole.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
Broad daylight. A crowded street. Now I've seen everything.
Everybody stay back. Let us do our job.
I think I could do this job in real life. I think so. I really do. Sí, Clara.
C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
Ew, you hear that sound? Yeah. That's. I was like, I knew I seen something shiny.
Shell casings. These look like 32s. FN Browning. Serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here. All right. Yes, it's a dead person. This guy in the crowd thinks he saw something, Cole. You better take a statement.
Sir, I'm Officer Phelps. What exactly did you see?
I heard the shots. I thought it was a car backfiring. I saw a girl run into the shoe store.
Don't you people have anything better to do?
You can drive.
No, I need to go to the gun store. I gotta drive myself. Oh, y'all ain't nothing.
Speak to the witness before homicide arrives, Phelps. If you think she's lying, don't be afraid to get forceful. Verbally, of course. And don't accuse her of anything without proof. Lawyers love that shit. And if you're sure she's straight up, try the general approach.
Okay.
See what you can coax out of her.
Well, we're gonna get off his body. What are you doing?
Can I help you?
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss, Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
Questions are listed.
Do you think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
Having a hard time believing
I got
that,
it
young lady. You want to be taken to a police cell?
You're hardly any older than me.
Oh,
Don't you dare talk to me that way.
A man is dead, Miss Scaletta, and it's a criminal offense to lie to a police officer. I ought to take you downtown.
Get out.
Can I resist
Get
this?
out right now.
I messed
Send in one of the
up.
other policemen if you must. But I won't
I
say
messed
another
up with my
word to
first
you.
case. Excuse me, can I restart that? I gotta restart that. I'm sorry, I gotta restart that. Oh, that's crazy.
For every cop, there's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up. Gets you recognized as the shining new star in the squad. The case that you solve that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank-and-file patrolman. This could be the one, Cole.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
Broad daylight, crowded street. Now I've seen everything.
Everybody stay back. Let us do our job.
C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia. Shell casings. These look like 32s.
All these cops, it's got to be something big, right?
FN Browning. Serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here. This guy in the crowd thinks he saw something, Cole. You better take a statement.
This is a crime scene.
This guy in
Sir,
the
I'm
crowd thinks
Officer
he saw
Phelps.
something,
What
Cole.
exactly did you see?
You better take a
I
statement.
heard the shots. I thought it was a car backfiring. I saw a girl run into the shoe store.
All right, all right. Yes, it's a dead person. Speak to the witness before homicide arrives, Phelps. If you think she's lying, don't be afraid to get forceful. Verbally, of course. And don't accuse her of anything without proof. Lawyers love that shit. And if you're sure she's straight up, try the general approach. See what you can coax out of her.
Can I...
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss. Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
Do you think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
I feel like you lying. Like, I feel like you lying. You're lying. Cause, yeah.
You're lying, Miss Galetta. You know what happened and why. You're going to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I've done nothing wrong. How can you prove different?
I
The
got it
pearl
right.
earrings, Miss Galetta. You've been paying for
Okay.
them for a whole year. Stop lying. Tell me what happened at the jewelry store.
Oh, God. I won't lose the earrings, will I?
You could lose your freedom, you little fool, if you don't stop obstructing a
said-
murder investigation.
Mr. Kalu.
I won't lose the earrings, will
Edgar
I?
Kalu. He runs the jewelry store. He showed me a lovely watch. Mr. Gage bursts in. Mr. Kalu gets very angry with Mr. Gage, and they start yelling at each other. Mr. Gage tells me that all of the things in the store are junk, nickel-plated, made in Japan, and yells at me to get back to work.
Then what happened?
We get back here, and I hear a loud bang. Mr. Gage clutches at his back. I hear another bang, and another, and another. Mr. Gage falls to his knees. It looked very painful.
Which jewelry store?
Hartfield's. Broadway, between 5th and 6th.
Did you see the person who shot Mr. Gage?
Of course I did. Mr. Kalu looked very angry. He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger. He threw the gun in a bin and turned
She
and walked
told the
away.
truth. Because it was in a bin. And that's, we have a motive, so it's like, to why, you know, he would want to kill him, so. Good cop.
So this Kalu
How?
put 5 rounds in the
How
back
is
of
that-
Mr. Gage because he
oh,
badmouthed his products?
All right.
Yes.
Whatever.
Something like that.
How many shots did you hear, Miss Galetta?
It's difficult to remember. It sounded like there were so many, and they were so loud.
I don't know. I don't know. Oh. I don't want to be, you know. But I don't know. Okay.
I need you to concentrate, Miss Galetta. Even minor
Can I
details can
re-ask
become
her
important
these
later on.
questions so I can get the other one right?
Well, there was one bang, and then another, and then 3 very quickly, close together. 5.
Okay,
Thank you for your
3
help,
ain't
ma'am.
bad. It ain't bad. It ain't
Been
bad.
very brave. We'll need you to make a formal statement about what happened to Mr. Gage.
Does that mean I can still collect my
She's talking about them earrings. That's
Yes,
so
officer,
funny.
I'll make a
She did
statement.
not care about that man. She said, "Can I get them earrings?"
We have the murder weapon.
And the murderer. The girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield's.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
We're gonna go get him first. Put him up for investigation or arrest him, and then we're gonna go to the gun store, see who the gun belongs to. Yeah, cause you don't wanna go to the gun store first, cause then I get the killer time to do a little something. Nah. No, ma'am. Hartfield's jewelry store. I might as well get.
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole,
I
go!
knew it. Also, because I played this game before, twice. So, of course I knew.
Kalu, get back here!
Would you recommend a special?
There he is, officer.
Cherry pie with
Too late, Kalu!
Run!
You're
I did not mean to shoot that man. I did not mean to shoot him. I'm so sorry. I just was trying to forget. I was trying to shoot in the air to let him know, like, yeah, stop running or I will shoot you. But instead...
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Oh, really?
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Kalu, get back
Yes,
here!
sir. Come on.
Waitress. Can I get another straw?
They ain't do nothing but slow me down.
Someone, please.
Too late, Cole.
How about I just not use the gun? How about that? How about I just not use the gun? I'm taking my nose ring. We just not gonna use the gun at all. That's what we're gonna do. Cause that's sad.
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole,
Why
go!
would you do that though? Like you could've, that lie actually could've, you know, went well if you would've never ran off.
Kalu, get back here!
Like, okay, I'm just gonna get them. And then ran once you got outside. Duh.
Run.
Get him, get him, get him. Make it, make it, make it.
Too late, Kalu!
Yeah.
Edgar Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
That's so funny.
The case that makes you and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve. The one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you
I
relive the
can't
what
be here
ifs,
right now. I didn't
the
go to the
might
gun
have
store.
the half leaves,
No,
the
don't go
half
in there. I
truths.
gotta go to the gun store.
The case that
Gotta
other
go
cops
to the-
murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyle, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps.
I
This
didn't
is
go-
your chance.
Okay, whatever.
Don't fail me.
That's why I wanted to go to the gun store. I wanted to, whatever.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Exactly.
You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
Oh, really? Really?
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
I can't. Watch this. Yeah.
We know all about the argument. Miss Galetta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony's gonna stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You
Come on.
left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy butt snatcher. You and that Stuck Gage.
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu. I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage.
Got all of them right.
I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps. It is just Officer Phelps, isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, boyo. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
Ah, yeah. See? I passed.
Here's your new desk, kid. You're on traffic. The hot sheet is posted here, next to the map.
What's his problem?
That's Biggs. He's an institution.
So this is what all the fuss is about. Why couldn't they build a freeway that goes past my place?
They haven't even approved the money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December. It'll be years before any of this will happen. Here's your new partner, Stefan Burkowski.
I've heard all about you, Phelps. You go easy on me and let me earn the odd citation, and maybe we'll get along fine.
I'm here to learn, Detective.
Oh, he's an intense one, isn't he, Mel? Who's intense? The newly minted detective here, Cole Phelps.
Hi, Phelps. I'll be keeping an eye on you. I could spend a little time basking in reflected glory. Make a change from busting hookers and dope fiends.
Who was that, Commander?
Roy Earl, chief detective and advice.
They all dress like movie stars?
Well, Roy is a movie star. And the whole of the seedy side of L.A. is his audience.
What is that supposed to mean?
Stick with me, kid. You'll find out.
Exactly. We will definitely find out.
And now some housekeeping. Warm Central Division welcome for Detective Cole Phelps. Some of you guys may know Phelps. He's the cop who broke the jewelry store murder. Stand up and take a bow, Phelps.
If it's all right with you,
That's
sir.
an order, Phelps.
Shh, quiet.
Phelps is one of only 2 serving LAPD officers who received the Silver Star during the war. Really gave it those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
So he was
I did my best, Captain.
Why are you war heroes always so modest? I've partnered Phelps with everybody's favorite Pole, Stefan Bukowski.
Hope you like work, kid. Bukowski sure as hell doesn't.
Well, that's why we have partners, right?
Okay, can it, guys. Stick with Bukowski. He's a good cop. He knows traffic inside now. I'm gonna start you out with
That's why
one
he will be
case.
driving.
You okay? I'll give you a couple more. You screw up, you'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates. Now get down to the PE Freight Depot, 6th and Alameda. A patrolman called in a suspicious vehicle. Signs of foul play. See what you can find out.
Come on, Phelps.
Go on.
I got the jitters again.
Not the jitters.
Fuck you, asshole!
They really pushed you through quick, didn't they? 6 years on patrol before I got this test. You were here in 5 minutes.
Right now.
What do you want me to say? I didn't ask for any favors.
Exactly.
Isn't he the cop they've been talking about on the radio?
Okay,
Want another commendation?
Can you drive to this one?
Yes, you will be driving.
You know this place?
Not I.
Sure. Near the old gas works and signal depot in the warehouse. I'll direct. So, tell me a little about yourself, Phelps. Are we friends now, Bukowski? We have to work together. Don't be so touchy. I grew up in San Francisco. My father was in shipping. Went to college at Stanford. Did 2 years ROTC before Marine OCS at Camp Elliott. Shipped out in early '45 as a first lieutenant and fought in the Okinawa campaign. I was wounded, shipped back home. Did a year on the beat. Now I'm here. So you won the Silver Star. I don't want to talk about it. Now let me get this straight. You single-handedly killed 40 Japs on this hill in Okinawa. No. You were up there all night, draped in the flag, knife between
You
your
don't
teeth,
listen.
gun at the ready. Finished? The Emperor Hirohito himself leading the charge against you. I did my part, Bukowski. What did you do? I kept the streets of L.A. safe for the people. Yeah. Now I get it. Unfit for service. No, fuck you, Phelps. I earned a bravery citation during the Zuda riots. Sounds like you had it rough. I did my job. No one is saying you didn't. I did 6 years as a patrolman.
Oh my god. Chatter, chatter, chit, chit. Let's go. What? I hate people just
That you, Bukowski?
Like, just...
Go on through. Parking lot straight ahead.
I need to get back to work, officer.
The detectives are here now. You repeat to them what you told me.
I did the right thing by calling this in.
Okay,
I'm just a working...
Just give them your story and you'll be all right.
This is your first case, Phelps. It's okay to admit it if you're stumped. If you don't know what to do next, just come talk to me and we'll see what we can figure out. Thanks,
Ooh, what a nice
You're okay.
young man.
I'm Officer Hart.
Phelps, traffic. What have you got?
Abandoned car, probably stolen. The solid citizen is Nate Wilkie. He called it in.
What gives with the corner?
There's blood all over the interior. Someone's copped a full Broderick, but no stiff as yet.
We have an owner for the car?
The car is registered to an Adrian Black, just north of Bunker Hill.
All right, we'll take a look around.
I'll keep Mr. Wilkie talking, but don't make him wait too long. He's the restless type.
Nice day for it.
That junk.
Victim looks to have lost a lot of blood.
Dang.
Not everything here is going to be relevant. Mr. F. Morgan picked up a live pig yesterday? Doc?
Detective Phelps, what have we got?
A lot of blood for a blunt force injury. Victim must be in a very bad way.
Any sign of the guy?
Not unless he's in the trunk of the car.
Move! On my way. I'm
32
hungry.
years old, married.
Give me some
Sounds like an
sandwiches.
average guy. What was he doing out here? Happier times, I guess.
Right.
Stenzel glasses. Home repaired by the look of it. The brand name might give us something to go on.
So when you don't hear the music play no more, that lets you know that you got all the evidence that you need, and you can go question who you need to go question. Like I gotta go question this black dude.
Sir, I'm Detective Phelps.
Name's Nate Wilkie.
You found the vehicle?
Sure. Saw it just sitting there. Strange place to be parking your car. Figured I'd better take a look. And then I saw all the blood. So I called the police.
Mind if I ask what you were doing out here?
Well, I work for the railway. I was on my way out to the switch and reckoned I'd take a shortcut.
Did you see anybody else in the yard? Maybe somebody hanging around the car?
Nope. I hadn't seen a soul all day till you boys turned up.
Do you know Adrian Black, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. That ain't a name I'm familiar with.
You ever seen the car before?
Okay.
Funny enough, I did. A couple of nights ago, it was over there in the parking lot. I know most of the cars are parked here regularly, so it kind of stood out.
The wallet by the car. Was there anything in it when you arrived?
You accusing me of something, mister?
No, but now you acting a little suspicious.
Do you want the patrolman to hold you down while we turn out your pockets, Mr. Wilkie?
Maybe I checked inside that wallet. Not that I was gonna steal anything. Maybe I took a look. But there weren't no money in there. Not even change.
We found a steel pipe with blood on it near the car. Do you know anything about it, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. I went straight for the law when I saw the car was full of blood.
When you saw the blood, was it wet, bright red, or darker like it is now?
Darker, I'd say. Looked dry already.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Wilkie. We'll
Oh,
contact
we
your
got
employer.
that
if we need anything more.
alright.
If you have to, I guess. I can't really spend no more time over this.
Somebody's got to inform the wife, Phelps. If you're done here, we'll head over there now.
Yeah, because you're finna drive. Yeah.
You know the way. You can drive.
So, where you want to go?
There we go. There we go.
Let's go introduce ourselves. You talk to her, Phelps. I'm not good at this shoulder to cry on stuff.
Just a minute.
LAPD, Mrs. Black. May we come in? We have some bad news, and we'd rather discuss this in private.
I'm Margaret Black. We can discuss this in the living room. Please come in.
Your husband drives a blue Lincoln, Mrs. Black?
That's correct.
The car has been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
We believe your husband may be injured. We found a pipe on the scene with blood on it.
Oh, no! My poor Adrian!
Does the name Insta-Heat mean anything to you, ma'am?
Yes, it does. We've just had a new water heater installed.
Whereabouts, Mrs. Black?
Just outside the kitchen window, at the side of the house.
I'd like you to try and stay calm and remember everything that you can about last night. My partner and I are going to take a look around. When you're ready, we're going to have some more questions for you. Is that okay?
Of course, officer. Anything to help secure my husband's safety.
Well, let's check the place out. Come on. Have a good look around. There's got to be something in here to go on.
Kavanaugh's. So who brought this home? Maybe Adrian was a patron. R&I should have an address. This was only recently installed, not 2 days ago.
Maybe it's time we took a look around outside.
A used ticket to Seattle and a suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get out of this house. This must be Adrian's. Stenzel. So the glasses are a match. To my Adrian. This thing gets more and more interesting. Separate bedrooms, separate pictures. What gives here?
If you got a boyfriend, wouldn't you want to, like, sleep in the same room? You know, just whatever. Oh, he said take a look outside. Go outside. you doing some yard work.
No use leaving the thing half finished.
No.
That can't be right.
Alright, we'll get it then. Put it like there. No.
No, that won't work.
Right.
So the pipe missing from Mr. Black's heater is the same one that killed him. Huh. Seems like the assailant is a little closer to home. Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
Certainly, Detective. One moment. Kavanaugh's Bar, corner of Aliso and Hewitt.
Obviously, I see
South
that
side of
somewhere.
Union Station.
Thanks.
I'm missing some. I don't know what it is. Oh, okay.
I'm all right now, detectives.
I'm just running around in circles because I'm like, I don't know what I'm missing. Yeah, I don't know. But oh well.
We found a receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
What makes you say that about Morgan, ma'am?
He's the foreman at my husband's plant. A very shady character. I've told Adrian he needs to keep his distance from the staff. They're always out drinking together.
Your husband frequents Kavanaugh's bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there after work.
So Adrian spends a lot of time there.
Up until recently, he's been away in Seattle a lot on business.
Did your husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was going to meet Frank for a drink.
So nothing out of the usual then.
Well, he came home early from work. But he never comes home early. And he went out early, too. He normally never leaves for the bar till about 7.
Was your husband wearing his glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
Go on.
I kept telling him to throw those old ones away. He tried to repair them with tape. They looked terrible.
Tell us about the photo of Adrian in the bedroom.
What is there to tell? It's from his most recent business trip to Seattle.
You and your husband are in separate bedrooms. What gives? Did you want him out of the way, Margaret?
I did not. My husband and I may have drifted apart, but it wasn't my choice.
I think you should come clean with us, Mrs. Black. Your husband is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious. Can you account for your movements last night?
You're not accusing me, are you? What an awful thing to say. I was here all night, of course, waiting for Adrian to come home.
Is there anyone who can vouch for that?
Well, no. I was here alone. I cooked Adrian's dinner and waited, but he never came home.
We'll keep you informed, Mrs. Black.
Please do, Detective.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going?
Jesus, I'm glad to be out of there.
Mr. and Mrs. Black don't seem to have the happiest home life.
He's too scared to divorce her, and she's too much of a shrinking violet to throw him out. If this hadn't happened, they could have stayed miserable together forever.
You think she could have killed him?
She sure as hell doesn't seem the type, but stranger things have happened.
Hey, I know you.
No, you don't.
You looking for someone?
God damn it all, I asked them to hold the mayo.
You know Frank Morgan?
Could I get another
Sure.
spoon?
Frank's your regular. He's a loner in the back.
Me too.
Frank Morgan?
Who's asking?
Cole Phelps, LAPD. I understand you're a friend of Adrian Black.
Yeah, I know him.
Are you aware that he's missing?
No, I hadn't heard that. Tough break.
We found Black's car abandoned in a freight depot, covered in blood. You know anything about that, Morgan?
Hell no. I'm sorry to hear that. I like Adrian. He's a good boss.
Please, don't tell me you actually believe this jerk-off, Phelps.
You're lying, Morgan. You were there.
And you're talking out your ass, detective. How about you prove I was out at that rail yard?
Exactly.
You were there, Morgan. We found a receipt in the trunk of the car. It has your name on it. We can call the slaughter yard and nail you on it.
All right already. That fool Adrian's fallen for some dame in Seattle. He wanted me to make it look like he'd been attacked.
Where exactly is Black holed up?
No idea. I think he took off for Seattle.
I'm tired of your shtick, Morgan. Spill it, or we take you out in the alley and we knock it out of you.
He's holed up at my place. He's waiting for some money to come through before he blows town.
An address?
It's an apartment house at the corner of Temple and Figueroa. Apartment number 2.
I think that's all. Thanks for your help, Morgan. We appreciate it.
Hey, I'm just glad I could help. I love cops.
Cuff him, let him go. It's up to you, Phelps. There's no way I'm writing this idiot up.
Let's go.
I can't decide between the tuna fish and the chicken.
Let's just go.
So, you gonna see your married
I got
man
drinking
again?
to do. You're getting nothing more from me.
It ain't like he gonna beat us there. We gotta
You're
make
behind the
fun.
wheel.
Where are we going?
Car 11K, come in. KGPL calling car 11K, 11 King
11K, go ahead.
Message from Technical Services. Blood found in the abandoned Lincoln at the PE Freight Depot is not human. Repeat, not human. Compositional analysis reveals swine as the most likely match.
Roger, KGPL. Time to reel this guy in, Phelps. Well, let's check the place out. Come on.
Let's go.
Apartment 2.
Help you, gentlemen?
LAPD detectives, Mr. Black. You're under arrest.
Look, I'm really sorry about this. I never tried to hurt anyone. I just needed to get away from L.A. I won't put up a struggle. Just let me get my things.
Knew it! Phelps, go after him. I'll try and hit him off in the car. Remember, the gun is the last resort.
I could do all of that.
There's no point running, Adrian. Mr. Black, get back here right now. It's over, Adrian.
Stop right there, Adrian.
Why not just come clean with her, Black? Why the melodrama?
I thought it would be easier.
No, it just got a whole lot harder. Adrian Black, you're under arrest for conspiracy and fraud. We'll see what the DA has to say about wasting police resources on a wild goose chase like this.
You're gonna lose your wife, lose your job, and probably end up in the big house. I hope she was worth it, Adrian.
That turned out to be quite some case, huh? Adrian, what an idiot. You got an arrest and a clearance in your first case, and in fine style, too. Well done, detective. Efficient investigation technique, good public presence. You keep that up and you learn from Bukowski here, you can go a long way in this department.
Yeah, just one more. So we're gonna do one more. That's it. I got a cut on my hand and it's burning. Whew. I got a lot of video ideas of what I'm gonna be doing. I cannot wait to show y'all and actually do them.
Okay, we're gonna keep this short. I'm already late for the DA. First up, Phelps, Bukowski. We got a report of a brand new Packard abandoned in an empty lot off 2nd Street between Olive and Grand. PR is one Oswald Jacobs says the vehicle was dumped in his backyard. There's a patrolman on site. Get down there and see what you can turn up. Any questions? Good, get going.
Better go earn our pathetic wages.
Rimsky, O'Halloran. Intelligence has information on a stolen car racket.
Guy gave his wife a tap. I said all's fair in love.
This guy's got a screw loose.
You can drive.
What you doing? Come on now, we got things to do. And you sitting there. You run slower than mine. You know what? Never mind. Because then she gonna watch this and she gonna get on my head. So, I'm not even gonna
An abandoned vehicle. Catch all the good ones, huh, Phelps?
Sounds like there's more to it than
I
that.
would have ran.
Nobody dumps a shiny new Packard unless they borrowed it without asking.
You don't say. You're on fire today, Einstein.
Very funny.
Come on, my intense protege. Let's go save the world. You hear about Adrian? The broad in Seattle threw him out. Wife says she's gonna take him back.
Women generally show more compassion.
What are you talking about? Adrian dumped on her. He was humping the secretary. Margaret should show some pride.
Pride comes before a fall, Bukowski. Talking from experience. Phelps, traffic.
I'm Officer Houlihan. Car's down the alleyway, detectives.
We got a call about an abandoned vehicle.
Yes, sir. The car has flags. Might be some kind of diplomatic vehicle.
Has anyone touched this vehicle since you arrived?
No. And that Jacobs bird over there was on station before I got here.
We'll talk with him in a moment. Give us some time to look the place over.
Sure, take your time. He's a sore-headed old son of a bitch anyway.
Who banging on who though? No.
Maybe if... No.
Combination wrench. Must have used it to remove the wheel lugs. Stealing the wheels is for amateurs. The car ring would have stripped it in a warehouse. We'll have to use the registration to trace the owner. I must have taken the flag as a souvenir. Can't have any street value. It's owned by the Argentinian embassy. Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Could you run the name Dewey Brothers? Possibly a dealership or car mechanic's workshop.
One moment. Dewey Brothers Packard Dealership, 6.
We better see what this Jacobs guy has to say. The car was dumped in his backyard, after all.
Oswald Jacobs?
That's right.
What exactly happened here, Mr. Jacobs?
Last night, I was looking out of my window. I like to keep an eye on what's going on.
I can understand that.
You see this empty lot? Damn kids play stickball here. Always breaking my windows, always asking for their ball back.
Can we get back to the car, Mr. Jacobs?
Don't be impatient, Sonny. Anyways, last night I see this brand spanking new Packard up on bricks.
Did you see who stole the Packard?
Hell yes, I did. I saw 3 goddamn Mexicans going to work on it.
Can you tell us what they were doing?
using the headlights of an old Ford so they could strip the thing. I yelled out to them, "I'll call the cops." So they loaded up their car and drove off, tooting and hollering and yelling obscenities at me in Mexican.
You speak Spanish, sir?
No, I do not.
After the Mexicans left, you didn't go anywhere near the car?
After I scared them off? No, I didn't go anywhere near that car.
Be for real.
You went out to the car. Once they were gone, you had to take a look for yourself.
I was curious. Ain't no law against that. So what if I took a look around that car? You can't be accusing me of nothing.
Tell me about the car they were driving.
It was an old Ford. I didn't catch the license number.
You gonna tell me what I want to know, or do I have to drag it out of you?
You should learn to talk to older people with some manners, you son of a bitch.
What exactly did you see them take?
They was working on the tires. That's all that was took.
Right. So what did you take, Jacobs? Do you want my partner to pat you down?
I found a notebook in the glove compartment. I was going to show you. It's on the chair on my porch.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Jacobs. You can speak to Officer Thibault about signing a formal statement.
When you get the car out of the way, maybe you could come back and do something about those kids.
Well, how about we bring you an umpire's mask?
Okay, so we have the owner of the vehicle, a degenerate. I'll run John Madsen by R&I. Contact details on a William Dewey. This looks like business rather than pleasure. Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you put me through to Michigan 2458, please?
Connecting you now.
Hello, can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Can I speak to John Madsen, please?
He's at school, officer. What's this about? Is he in trouble?
How old is your boy, ma'am?
Just turned 16.
Wrong person, Mrs. Madsen. Sorry to disturb you. Messages, please.
There's just one message for you, Detective. A four-door Packard, diplomatic license number Paul Robert 706, was reported missing this morning by Juan Francisco Valdez.
Could you have him brought in?
He's already here at Central, Detective. He's demanding an audience, as he calls it.
Thanks. Can you get a message to Captain Leary? Tell him we'll be in as soon as we can. Thanks, ma'am. Can you cordon off this lot until we have the vehicle impounded?
Yes, sir, Detective.
We'll follow up on the owner. Get a statement from Jacobs, and I'll read your report back at the station.
What are you doing? Get in this car.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
This has got to be the 50th abandoned vehicle call we have caught this year. One more, and I'm going to go crazy.
Not your favorite cases?
You kidding me? This is barely even police work. Of all the bad guys in this city, we get lumped with the ones who can't even be bothered to keep what they steal.
Don't tell me, let me guess. You were making your way past the lot, caught sight of the new model four-door, and couldn't help yourself. You could see yourself in that car and just had to take a closer look. Well, I can't say as I blame you.
LAPD, Mac. We'd like to speak with the owner.
That's me, William Dewey, proprietor, at your service.
We're investigating the theft of a Packard belonging to the Argentine embassy. Are you missing a combination wrench?
I don't know, Detective, but I know how we can find out. Follow me. We keep all our tools in here.
Mind if we look around?
Be my guest. You sure you guys aren't interested in a new car? Huh? Maybe a used car. I have some nice used cars for guys in your wage bracket.
Why don't you give us some alone time, Dewey? Go sell some cars or whatever it is that you do here.
He said whatever it is that you do. That's so funny. No.
One left.
Gabriel Delgado is missing a 3/4.
Junk.
No good. We need diplomatic plates. If you don't mind, we have a few questions. Packards are great cars, but this doesn't look like the kind of place favored by foreign embassies. How do you know Valdez?
I don't know Valdez. The embassy bought the car. All I know is he must know a quality car when he sees one.
So Valdez was just driving by, and he saw the car.
Yeah, something like that. Happens all the time.
Where can we find Delgado?
I don't know. He sure as hell isn't here.
Address, Dewey, or my partner shoves your head in a car door.
Okay, all right. Apartment 3, 103 Hill Street. And tell him from me, if he ever shows his face around here again, I'm gonna kick his butt from here to Kingdom Come.
A wrench from this dealership was used to strip the wheels from a Packard last night, Mr. Dewey. A couple of Hispanics were seen taking parts.
We've had a spate of thefts ourselves. Comes with the location. Thieving bastards will steal anything the minute your back is turned.
So that's it?
Like I said, the workshop's too close to the street. It's difficult to keep an eye on it.
We'll be keeping an eye on you, Dewey, and spreading the word that you don't like to cooperate with the LAPD.
Time to visit Gabriel Delgado, see how good his excuse is.
But come on, you sitting out walking all slow.
You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed?
You read this story in the Examiner about the Navy developing three-dimensional movies?
What's a dimension?
You know, like a graph. Vertical axis is Y and horizontal is X.
Well, that's clear as mud.
Third dimension would be Z. So things would be popping out of the screen.
That's ridiculous. Scare people out of the theater. God's name would want that.
I don't know. People scoffed at the idea of talkies in color. Look what we have now.
Started inventing, making 3D movies. That's crazy. I don't know if I've seen a 3D movie really. Like I have once. I barely can remember. I want to go to the movie theater where like you sit in a chair and it moves and stuff. Plus the 3D. I want to do that. That seems like that's so fun. That's what I'm gonna do. It gotta be a scary movie though, or an action movie.
Okay, let's see what Gabriel has to say for himself.
I just hope our archangel hasn't already flown.
What the hell is this guy doing?
Yet.
LAPD, ma'am. We're looking for Gabriel Delgado.
Gabriel?
We're from the police. Policia, you understand?
Yes, I understand. Could you come inside?
What is your name?
Ana Rodriguez.
Is Gabriel Delgado here, Ms. Rodriguez?
No. What do you want with Gabriel? Is he in trouble?
Stay where you are, Ms. Rodriguez. We need to take a look around.
But he is not here. I have told you.
Check out the surrounds. I'll stay with the broad. So how far along are you, Anna?
Nearly 20 weeks.
Souvenirs are a dumb move.
So how's it going to be when you go into labor and he's not around?
You are wrong about Gabriel. He will be a good father. Already he works hard to provide for us.
Unless you help us here, Anna, your little one won't be seeing Papa for a very long time.
Difficult to tell whether it's the suspect vehicle from the scene. Certainly Gabriel's pride and joy.
Probably nothing. Not sure this means much.
Serving breakfast for two, Anna? You should have cleared up. Diplomatic license plates. It looks like Valdez gets his wheel back.
And I'm done finding evidence. Guilty done, man. I wanna go get that.
You're in serious trouble, Miss Rodriguez.
But Gabriel is not here. I have done nothing wrong.
Tell me to stand up.
Why did he steal the car, Anna?
The customer insulted him. He has his honor, no?
His honor, Anna?
He said Dewey's friend tried to make a woman out of him. He no longer respects this man, Dewey. He took the car to show this maricon that he is a man.
Tell us the truth, Anna. Has Gabriel been here?
I haven't seen him for at least 3 nights.
Stop playing.
You keep lying to me, and I'll send you and your baby to jail.
He lives here, but he hasn't come home. I swear it.
Enough, Anna. There are signs all over this place that he's been back.
He was here last night. I have never seen him so angry. He went out to his shed and put some things in it. I don't know what, and I don't want to know. I love him.
We found a license plate matching our stolen vehicle in the shed. Add in the assortment of parts, and we can make Gabriel for a dozen other thefts. It's time to get serious, Anna.
You must ask these questions of Gabriel. I know nothing of these car parts.
Then tell us where he is! If your baby is born in prison, Anna, the corrections officers will take it from you. You will see your son or daughter through a metal grate for half an hour a week.
The start line is on 1st and Santa Fe. There is a spillway under the bridge that leads to the river. Many policia have wrecked trying to follow him.
We will put in a good word for you, Anna. As far as we're concerned, this sits with Gabriel.
Start line. That sounds like a street race to me. It's gotten out of hand this last year. No wonder Delgado has such an eye for fine automobiles.
Well, let's go racing.
We know where the
shall
kid
we?
is. Let's go stop these clowns and get them off the streets.
No, duh.
You know the way. You can drive.
All right. Where to?
Gotta go get this dude. We gotta go get this dude.
What kind of man leaves his pregnant girlfriend at home while he goes off to play cars?
Pregnant girlfriends aren't always a barrel of laughs. Everyone needs to let off a little steam. Some guys wouldn't come back home at all.
Are you talking from experience?
Right.
There's the red Ford. That's Delgado right there.
Quick! They're getting away!
Phelps, 1247. Requesting assistance at 1st and Santa Fe. Reports of an illegal street.
Stay on Delgado. Quick as we shut one of these races down, another one springs up somewhere else. Kids used to steal cars to sell them. Now they just want to wrap them around a lamppost. The next 16-year-old I have to peel off the sidewalk, you're calling the mother. I've had enough of those to last me a lifetime.
Delgado is our boy. Forget the others.
He's getting away. Gonna lose him. Step on it, Phelps. Take him out.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on. Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
God damn it, Cole. Hold it steady.
What way was you trying to go?
Gabriel Delgado, you're under arrest for grand theft auto.
Fuck you, puto! You should speak to the maricon. Valdez, I showed him. Now who's a man? I should have burned his fucking car.
You got a foreign dignitary outed as a fruit and a kitty raper, a car dealer we're gonna let slide for the kickbacks, and a street punk car thief who sure as hell won't be taking liberties with other people's autos again anytime soon. That, Detective Phelps, is not a bad haul. You keep your chin low and your hands high, and you keep bringing me clearances just like that one. That's textbook policing, and we need more of it in this department.
Missed one clue. Got 7 out of 10 questions right. Okay. Okay, guys, that is the end of today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I will be coming with a part 2 soon. So, yeah.